And welcome back to Metroid Prime! And now it's time for the Prime! Now it's time for the Prime. Prime for the time.
Alright, here we go!
Over dramatic talk! Of some sorts.
Open sesame!
Street. That's where the imprisoned wanted to go.
Yep, Sesame Street.
Who needs a
eyes, eyes. Welcome to the theater of the eye.
Welcome to the theater of the
Sega!
Nintendo! Welcome to our underpowered, to our very underpowered 3D machine that's a beast in the 2D realm. Welcome to Gigazaps and Door Unlocks. Welcome to me finding a whole bunch of shit that I should have gotten beforehand, but somehow missed.
Ow, 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 ow. Stop that!
Like, for example, did I get... Okay. Oh, hey, I actually got that one. Good
job. You did something competently in getting something.
I always do! Except for when I don't.
Stop hiding on ceilings. You're not fooling anybody.
Do you like the cold?
Sleep.
The shattering freezing.
Space pirate, what are you doing? I'm being courageously brave! No, you're not. Because we both know that you're just going to die.
It's like, what are you doing?
I'm being courageously brave! No, you're not. For that to be the case, you'd have to be risking something. You might shoot me. I think we both know that I won't.
Wait, was that Jerry from Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
I think we both know that I won't.
To the twirly whirly. The twirly whirly. Wait, what's going on here? When did you get so cool? What's going on the twirly whirly, motherfuckers?
Oh, low missiles. Low missiles. Incinerate!
I heard that there was a lot more disagreements among the staff this season for Rick and Morty, but gotta say, still turned out really good.
Well, that's what happens when you have a bunch of self-righteous geniuses in it, all in one place. They tend to just want to murder everyone. Just look at the Citadel of Rick.
It's like that episode of when they were in the microverse, and Morty was like, "You may be super intelligent, but you lack wisdom. Behold the tree. This." Okay, listen to me. You two are going to combine your efforts and get us the fuck out of here! I can't stand it anymore! These people are crazy! They eat every third baby because they think it makes fruit grow! It's like, I masturbated to an extra smooth piece of driftwood the other day!
The way the enemies incinerate in this game when you shoot them with a fully charged plasma beam actually reminds me of, It reminds me of a special effect from Star Trek. And you cough, like, in sync with special effect in Star Trek. You have a habit of coughing, like, in sync with some things I say.
I use that moment to sing an in-sync song, but I don't know any. Because I think I do, but it's probably just another boy band that sings similar songs.
Oh. Do you know any Nirvana? Or whatever. I don't know. I don't listen to boy bands.
I don't listen to...
Do we seem like the demographic that listens?
Also, is Nirvana a boy band? I don't fucking know. I don't think it is. And I bet people who actually know these things are going to get pissed.
Not our scene.
Not our scene. Not our scene. The most we've had to do with bands is when we played Rock Band, which is probably the least amount you could have to do with bands.
Do the Beatles, did they count as a boy band? They had the same kind of effect.
That's a very good point, because they were all boys and girls were all going nuts over them.
They were like...
I mean, that's like the quintessential thing for boy bands, so...
girls were all like, have my babies!
Wow, you fucked those guys up.
Well, that's what happens to ice-based guys when they get a taste of my heat-based bass.
You know what? Funny thing about, since we got on the topic of boy bands, Jake and I were talking about how I brought up that, if we got Pearl and Marina now, does that mean we're going to get new, like new idols or whatever at, like, the, whenever we get a new Splatoon game? And Jacob and I were talking about, you know what, we haven't got any mail, like, we haven't got any inkling, like, we're like, they don't have to be inklings now, actually, but we haven't...
But we've never seen a boy Octoling.
And Jake and I brought up, what if the next game featured a inkling boy band?
To be fair, there actually is, in-universe, an inkling boy band.
Huh. Oh yeah, isn't that like that one group, or is that the group that's on like the soundtrack?
I think so.
Oh yeah. So they
what if they made them into the idols?
Yeah, they already exist. Why not?
say that they've become like all the rage with
it's
inkling
funny.
girls.
I actually didn't see them replacing Callie and Mari. Did you think they were going to do that?
Well, it works for the story, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
But, like, I didn't see that coming at all, and when it came, I was like, holy what? Marina? What? What? But, yeah, I think it was a great addition, because, it's nice to get new characters.
Well, I mean, you don't stay on the top of the music world forever.
Yeah.
Oh. That is right, baby.
Well, at least Callie Mar didn't die.
Oh.
Heck, not even Captain Cuttlefish, who was super old, died.
That we know of! Yeah, he's still alive.
So, we've had Agent 3 and Agent 4 so far, or player characters?
Yeah.
And it's been established that Agent 3 is still around doing stuff?
Yeah.
So they're basically like the Red of the Splatoon universe.
Yeah.
I really do hope they go in a different direction with the next single-player mode. Because the
Salmonids, now the bad guys.
It's like...
Now you're fighting.
I actually thought of another idea, too. What if Salmonids and Octarians joined forces and combined their technology? So you'd have to face like weird warped...
Or no, I got a better idea.
What?
You fight Salmonids and Octolings, but Salmonids and Octolings are also fighting each other, and you have an Inkling, a Salmonid, and an Octoling campaign.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
We're getting all AVP up in this bitch.
All I know is I can't do another exactly... Well, I'm not saying... Honestly, Octo Canyon...
I should have gotten this missile expansion a long time ago.
Octo Canyon is pretty much a refined Octo Valley, when you get right down to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's what Octo Valley should have been in the first place.
Yeah.
And now that we have a refined Octo Valley... Refined. I heard it through the rewind. Now that we have this...
I didn't know I could incinerate these. Oh, that one guy incinerated. That guy just fried my circuits.
And brother, when it incinerates, oh, my circuits are fried!
Oh, what do you know? It incinerated.
Oh my gosh, those cartoons were so fucking clever.
But did it incinerate?
It's like...
Corday.
Now we got like 2 lions. Unless Entei is a lion. What is... It's like a bull... It looks like a bulldog, doesn't it? Or is it a bulldog? I don't know what it is! I don't know what any of them are, except for maybe Raikou. I should probably look up Suicune. No, I don't care how it's pronounced. If it's not pronounced Suicune, Suicune, whatever the fuck it's pronounced, I don't care!
Suicune is probably a dog. Looks like a dog with ribbons for tails coming out of its ass.
Yeah. They're all based on crap. Well, thankfully there's no Pokemon actually based on crap. Well, I guess Garbodor might have crap in it because it's just a bunch of garbage.
If we ever got a Pokemon based on... Here's the thing, though. And here's something that tends to bother me, is people will, like, shit on Pokemon like Garbodor or whatever, but Muck exists, and then there's a lot of Pokemon fans who are also Earthbound fans, so then there's, like, Master Bleck and Master Belch that are literal monsters of puke.
I never had a problem with Garbodor. I mean...
I'm not saying you, I'm just saying
yeah.
people
But
in
yeah,
general.
people do have a problem with Garbodor.
And then you have, like... And then you have, you know, people that love games like Conker's Bad Fur Day with the Great Mighty Pooh.
Yeah. It's like... Yeah, for the people that hate Garbodor... Actually, I don't even blame you if you hate Garbodor. He's just a bunch of garbage, but... I don't think he's really... I mean, if you look at what Garbodor is made up of... Yeah, he's made up of garbage, but he looks like he's mostly made up of one substance. Have you noticed that? Like, he looks like he's made up of more than... mostly one thing, and the rest of it's just kind of, there.
He looks like a trash golem.
Yeah. Like, honestly, the plastic part and the any other... Honestly, when you get right down to it, he's a more solid version of Muck. With a bunch of trash thrown on him.
Yeah, he fits in with Muck and Wheezing really well. Muck is liquid waste. Wheezing is gaseous waste.
Yeah.
Or gas pollution, and Garbodor is solid.
Yeah, that
It's
makes
solid.
sense. See, everyone? It makes sense. You don't have to hate him. If you're gonna hate him, you should only hate him because he's ugly as shit. Not because of the reason they made him, pretty much.
Well, some could point back at you and say, well, you shouldn't hate on ice cream because it's food.
Fucking... Wait, I shouldn't hate it on its food, it's...
Ice cream.
It's fucking icicles that make themselves look like ice... It's not even ice cream. It's like... And I still hate it because of it. I hate it so much. And first I thought I was going to hate Swirlix too, but I didn't, because Swirlix isn't cotton candy. Swirlix is kind of just covered in sweet stuff. That's like fucking... I don't know. I just... Oh great, now what? No, River. What the fuck? Hold on.
Research! Well, why don't you research for your research candidates? That was a bad one. That was terrible.
Like fucking... I mean, because if you're gonna open it to ice cream, then you have to open it to so many fucking things. Well, let's have a hamburger Pokemon. Let's have fry Pokemon. Let's have fucking
You know,
cake Pokemon.
whenever I hear someone in certain videos sort of not even really defend, because there's a lot of like top worst Pokemon lists, and Vanillix gets on there a lot. And people's reasonings usually boil down to things like inanimate object Pokemon and whatnot, and people who not so much defend per se, but like commentary, the YouTube commentary community will often be like, well, why does it work for other inanimate object Pokemon, but not for...
Which inanimate Pokemon are they talking about, exactly?
Well, just, like, they're saying that the argument of it's an inanimate object could be applied to other things. Though in certain cases it's like, yes, but those other inanimate objects aren't edible.
Yeah, that's always been my biggest problem with that thing. It's like, it's based on something you fucking eat. I mean, Swirlix, like I said, I thought I was going to have a problem with it, but honestly, it's just a Pokemon that covers itself in sweetness. That's all it is. And it's like, well, it's just icicles that look like ice cream.
Yeah, but it looks too much like ice cream.
It looks exactly like ice cream. You couldn't say, oh, well, it's icicles that look like ice cream. It looks like it really is ice cream. And
that's the thing with Slurpuff, is that it looks like a cake, but it still looks like a living being that just has a cake-like appearance. Whereas Vanillix looks like literal ice cream with a mouth.
It seriously looks exactly... The only thing that makes it not look like ice cream is the fact that its cones are icicles. And that's pretty lazy, in my opinion.
Oh, see. Hold on for a second. I don't think I'm missing much of anything in the Magmoor Caverns. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm missing a whole lot, if anything, in here.
Then we need to get the heck out of the Magmoor Caverns!
We need Mag-less.
Mag-less.
Well, that's what they said about Phantasy Star Universe. They needed it to be Mag-less.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really dumb what they decided to do with mags in that game. Well, they're not exactly mags, but they're mags. It's pretty much, you gotta feed or do something with this thing for a long time before you can use it like a mag. It's like, why?
Wait, there was a thing you could use like a mag?
Yeah, but it took forever to do.
Oh, was it that weird thing in Ethan's room?
Yeah, you could eventually turn that into something that was like a mag, but it took forever to do!
Oh. You couldn't even... Could you even use that in the multiplayer?
I don't think so. But the yeah, I think you could use it in the multiplayer.
Oh.
But yeah, that drove me nuts, because I love mags so much in the original Phantasy Star Online. And thanks for not bringing out the sequel here, Sega! You fucking assholes!
Yeah, I did my whole Phantasy Star.
Honestly, the only good thing I can say about Sega at this moment is that, well, at least they supported Sonic Mania.
And even then, they kind of...
And then and also, you know... I can't even say they've really supported the Valkyria series other than making unnecessary re-releases of the original game. You know what? How about an HD re-release of the second game? The story sucked, but the gameplay was actually pretty good. And the third one I hear is phenomenal! Why did you guys waste your time making that all-new game when you could have just had HD ports of those two other games?
Wait a second. I think there is something I'm missing in the Magmoor Caverns, but I'm not sure where exactly it is.
I feel like we've got a lot to talk about, but not so much to find in this episode. Which kinda sucks.
Hold on. I'm having one of those moments where it's like I'm remembering something, but it's a thing that looks a lot like another thing, so I'm getting it confused.
Oh, shit.
There's an invisible platform up there. I'm trying to figure out how to jump to that Well, fuck me.
I love how you said, I'm trying to figure out how to... And then you look immediately where you need to go. There you go!
By the way, did you know that Deku, in terms of his personality and mannerisms, is based on Spider-Man?
makes a lot of sense.
And that the mangaka of My Hero Academia is a huge Marvel and DC fan, and a huge fan of Star Wars.
Well, I mean, what is he going to be a fan of if he's not a huge fan of Marvel or DC? Dark Horse?
I don't know. Could be.
Spawn?
Could be.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something else.
Honestly, though, Spawn isn't really like what the Academia is based on.
Water Station, Fiery Shores.
We're making it a bit longer because of you're just trying to figure stuff out here.
Magmoor Workstation.
Magmoor Workstation? What the fizzity yuck is that about?
Fizzity yuck.
Let's fizzity yuck and find out.
No, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way.
I love Ghost. Was it Ghost Hunters? Crazy
Ghost
anime.
Stories.
Ghost Stories, yeah, Ghost Stories. Ghost Hunters is like a real live thing.
Yeah, you're getting your ghost shit confused, Mark.
Ghosts don't have shits, Mike. Don't be silly.
Well, then what's with all the ectoplasmic residue they leave behind?
That's their piss, duh.
Oh, even the solid stuff?
Or maybe they were birds and they just have one thing for both. And how did we end up talking about this?
Speaking of ghosts and tying this all back to Pokemon somehow, you know, I like to think of Rontom as being made of ectoplasma.
Ectoplasma.
Okay, that's the pit, and I'm getting all kinds of fucking turned around here.
Can we cut? Because like you're running around in circles here.
I found one thing.
Can we cut?
No. I'm in charge of the cutting now. I have the cutting room floor. I will cut the floor. Wait, I wanted to go this way, so not that. This. I thought I had gotten like everything here, but there's like there's just this like one thing in the back of my mind that I know I need to find.
Back of your mind, you know you need to find. Back of your mind, you know you need to find. What?
Well, you needed to find your singing voice, apparently. Glad you found it.
Wow. What the fuck happened there?
He's frozen in lava.
Stop that.
How cold does that ice need to be that it could be submerged in lava and it just doesn't melt? That's Reggie Ice.
Whoa,
cold.
nice ricochet shot with your morph ball there.
That's Reggie Ice Cold, and you've all been told.
My body is ready.
There's something up this way that I know. Alright, I'll go after the thing I know how to get, and in the next episode, I'll continue my hunt for the elusive thing that I think is there.
Okay.
Do you ever have that, like, nagging knack in the back of your... That nagging knack in the back of your neck? That you just know that there's something in the flow that you gotta go.
So, if we ripped her helmet off during those elevator cinematics, would she have a full head, or would it just be her eyes?
Boundary break!
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. It's like, what if we took her helmet off? Now, we obviously know that they've got like a full version of her like head in this game, but
oh wait, well he did do a Metroid Prime episode, and I think he's proven that her full head is under there all times.
oh, okay, that's cool.
I think.
Nice they went the extra mile there, you think?
I suspect.
Quoting One Piece characters that everyone has probably forgotten about, but hell!
Woo! Ow. Normally I would need missiles, but with the plasma beam, you're dead.
You're dead. You're all dead. You'll all die down here. Or up here.
Invisible platforms that you cannot see. Invisible platforms that all are for me.
That, you know what's weird? It sounded like you were going into Ratatouille's soundtrack for a second there. It's like a soundtrack that sounds really similar to what you were doing. But I know that you weren't, because how many times have you even seen that movie if you have?
I've seen it once.
I knew it! I have seen it a lot more.
That's good for you.
Now cram those missiles down your face.
I thought I was cramming them down my cannon. Okay, that's it for this episode. Next episode, I'm coming back down into the caverns. But until then, you can put us on your radar by subscribing or check out the map of the series with this playlist over here. Scan your eyeballs down to this playlist or shoot this one in the foot if you got the chance. You can go down into the comments section and tell me how I'm sounding like some kind of stereotype voice right now.
Hi, everyone. We're going to have a hootenanny.
Why do you want to hoot the nanny?
Nanny, we're imagining ourselves in copyrighted material again. Well, stop it!